Katansa is happy to be in Canada. He came here a year ago and is learning about the laws and systems that govern us. After moving into landlord Mike O'Day's home, Katansa says he got a quick lesson on the rights of landlords and tenants.
The truth is, some landlords abusing their powers. That's the fact. I'm a witness to these.
In August, O'Day and two men came into Katansa's rental unannounced and began throwing his things in garbage bags. They put everything in a truck and drove it away. O'Day, seen here before a recent unrelated court appearance for alleged municipal property offences, was moving Katansa to another one of his properties.
So hard for me because within 1 year you cannot you're not in a position to know the bylaws and the federal laws of the country and the province together. There's so much going on.
Katansa stayed with a friend instead. These text messages show O'Day dropped his things at a third address on the other side of town, with no assistance from O'Day to get it. Rent was paid and he wasn't given any notice, so Katansa appealed to the Residential Tenancies Board, and last month won. The adjudicator ordered O'Day to pay Katansa over $2,000 for rent, damage deposit, and other compensation, and was critical of his actions. But that was it. The Liberals overhauled the Residential Tenancies Act in 2018. Section 51 allows landlords and tenants who break the rules to face a maximum penalty of $10,000 for corporations or $3,000 for individuals. Now, the whole point was to encourage compliance. But there's a problem. In 5 years, it doesn't appear as though a single fine has been handed out.
There's no teeth. So every other law that's been passed, there's some sort of enforcement mechanism built in, and it's usually a government agency or officer that would enforce that.
So who is in charge of enforcing this law? The RNC and RCMP say they have no record of involvement with that specific part of the act. Public prosecutions say they don't lay charges and would only get involved once a charge is laid. The provincial court can impose the fines, but it has to get to court first for that to happen.
So anyone can make a complaint with law enforcement or lay in information.
Anyone can, but it doesn't look like anyone has. So how effective is it?
Not having ever administered the fine doesn't defeat the purpose of having the law. So fines, in a lot of what we do, we hope that there are deterrents, right?
Flight says the lack of effective enforcement has repercussions.
There are landlords that have made breaking the law part of their business model, and they do it regularly and they do it, often. And there are some tenants that, know the rules and how to play, around them.
For his part, O'Day acknowledged at the landlord-tenant hearing that he didn't give Katansa prior notice and said he moved him because he wore a towel in a common area of the home. O'Day declined to comment for this story. Katansa has a place now, but is left with questions about the amount of power the board has to deal with landlords who break the rules.
I'm still trying to look for the answers as to why I was treated the way I was treated.
Ariana Kelland, CBC News, St. John's.